Good morning, y'all. So just dropped Elijah off at the airport, and I wanted to take Crenshaw Boulevard back home. And behind me, that's the Wiener Schnitzel, y'all know, from Boys in the Hood and all that. And I'm on Crenshaw Boulevard. And I saw something last week as it pertains to Crenshaw High School. Crenshaw High School has less than 500 students. They don't even have enough students to put a football team on the field. And the short answer is yes. People at the first floor are going to say, oh yeah, it's great because the kids are going to charter schools, the kids are going elsewhere. No, people are leaving the community. Numbers are down, you know. And with numbers down, that means you get a whole new, I'm gonna use the term culture since I'm on the internet. It's a whole new culture moving in, right? And why is that important? Is because it's generation of trauma, generation of council members and politicians and drug dealers and civilians that have adopted black culture. And now we're at a standstill where 500 kids go to Crenshaw High School. That is the zip code high school. That is love and basketball, y'all. That is Sanaa Lathan. You know what I mean? And that is what the State Farm man and State Farm? Yeah, one of them insurance companies. And it's time that we start addressing the elephant in the room, right? We love Nipsey Hussle, right? Met him one time, seen him hundreds of times, right? And what I mean by seen him, you know, when he's in the parking lot, because it's always a inswell of energy and an abundance of cars, people, music. You know, whenever he's in the Crenshaw corridor, you know where he's at. And I would always, not always, but I walk Lincoln to school, and I would see him drop his daughter off at school literally across the street from where Lincoln went to school. So I've seen him multiple times. And the elephant in the room is, as a businessman, it's sad to say I had a great deal of respect, because he's deceased now, murdered, excuse me. Great deal of respect for his business acumen, his level of independence, his creativity, his ingenuity, him being a native son. It's just stupendous. It's just amazing. It's inspiring. It gives hope. And any more superlatives and or adjectives you want to attach to him as it pertains to his business acumen. And I say this all the time on my platform since day one. You got to allow men to grow old. You know, I'm not the same person I was at 33 that I am at 46. And many of you know that, you know. And the same thing with Nipsey Hussle. I'm not going to use his birth name because many people because I'm on the internet. It's for the black culture. So I'll use Nipsey Hussle. All right. And he didn't get to fulfill himself. And this is just what I believe. I believe, unlike Snoop Dogg, I think he would have ruptured gang culture. I believe he would have stepped away. He didn't get a chance to. He was still attached to the gang. Rolling 60s Crip. You know, I went to Horseman Middle School for 3 years, so Rolling 60s and A-Trays, that was their devil's playground, you know what I mean? In that Florence corridor, god damn, you know what I mean? And he didn't get it, and the manifestation of his words and his actions are not fulfilled. And because whether you're a politician, misappropriating funds and being a passive-aggressive politician in our district, was it District 8, Maxine Waters, you know what I mean? and we just accept things for what they are. We don't tax the people that's killing black people. We don't tax the people that have conveniently did things for black culture and call it black culture, like gang banging, like no snitching. You get a 33-year-old murdered, Nipsey Hussle. So that means there's no generations. And because there's lack of generations in this corridor, that means that there's 500 people at Crenshaw High School. And then you got people who says, I don't want my child in the Crenshaw district because it is unsafe. Because we didn't address the elephant in the room, the energy that murdered Nipsey Hussle. We celebrate it. We crip walk. We gang bang. Toting an illegal gun is cool. You know what I mean? You get what I'm saying? So, there's a whole semester worth of lectures I can do on Crenshaw and Nipsey Hussle. You know, and there are great things. Now, I'm not going to say it and be Debbie Downer, like everything is terrible. No, there are great aspects to Crenshaw. I detoured just so I can drive down Crenshaw. You know what I'm saying? And but now this new Crenshaw that's coming, and 500 students at Crenshaw, and then we gonna have the nerve to say it's what? That G word. The G word. Not God. Nah. Gentrification. Oh, it's the white man. Tupac said just across the street, it's not a white man I should fear. It's my own kind doing all the killing here. He had a song, driving down this street, Crenshaw Boulevard, to live and die in LA is the place to be. You got to be there to, you know what I mean? I'm probably parked where he did the video shoot, literally. You know, it looked like it was on that side of the street, on the Angelus funeral home side. I'm parked in front of the LA Sentinel. And for all my Angelinos out there. But I pray. I'm not even gonna pray. Fuck just praying. I'm doing. I just dropped my nephew off at the airport. I just sold a $1.7 million home here in the Crenshaw district. I still have millions of dollars in the Crenshaw district. You know, I've did, and I'm doing my part. You know, I pay my taxes, but then they've convinced you that these politicians has convinced you that the tax dollars is just community money that they can do what they want. No, we literally worked for those tax dollars, and they misappropriate them. Do y'all understand that? Blood, sweat, and tears. Time away from your family. Time away from your sick grandmother. Time away. You couldn't go to the funeral of your grandmother because you had to go to work. And them tax dollars, they get to do whatever they want with it. I get it. So, but I genuinely want us to understand the ramifications of us not addressing the energy that surrounded Nipsey Hussle. Because there's going to be another Nipsey, sadly and true, there's going to be another Nipsey Hussle, but he's not going to be famous. He's going to get murdered tonight, tomorrow, Thursday, or Saturday, Friday. Do you understand what I'm saying? I don't know what her name is going to be. So we got to do the work, man. And if we don't do the work, we can't blame ourselves, because the black people that own the property are not going to Crenshaw. That says a lot. They're going elsewhere. They're gentrifying a whole nother school district. I said a whole lot. And I can make this whole platform about Nipsey Hussle and Crenshaw. You know, his life was cut short at 33 by a black man. And the same energy that murdered him is still present in the Crenshaw district. There's no truce. I just drove by it. There's no truce. No, ain't no truce. You know, and I'm going to continue to do my part. I'm going to allocate tax dollars. I'm going to continue to serve my hours. It's probably going to be in now another community though, but you know, one tide lifts all boats. So y'all have a wonderful day, and let's go Crenshaw District. Peace, y'all.